Hello and welcome to Round Glass. I'm Greta Hill and I am so excited to be here with you. Thank you for joining me for my series, Meditating with the 8 Phases of the Moon. The intention of this series is to connect you to the different phases of the moon and to attune to the magic and the mystery of the lunar cycle. You'll learn how to work with the energies of each phase to better know yourself and to live in rhythm with the night sky. Today, we will learn about the first phase, the new moon, and to set intentions for the cycle ahead. I live in Seattle, where we have long, dark nights this time of year, and it's perfect for witnessing all the cycles of the moon. I'm curious to know if any of you have experience with working with the lunar cycles or meditating with the moon. Okay, please share in the chat box if you feel comfortable doing so. I've been practicing yoga and meditation for 25 years. And many years ago, when I was traveling in India studying meditation in Dharamsala, I met a woman who taught me all about the moon and how to work with the different lunar phases to better understand the rhythms and the cycles of my own mind and body, as well as the cycles of nature. My whole life, the way that I look different. Okay, so I have learned now to work with the energies of the moon and to even choose the type of meditation or yoga practice that I would do based on the phase that the moon is in. The moon governs the tides of the oceans. For centuries, people have also believed that it governs human behavior or has a big influence on us at least. Right, so observing the different cycles and how the moon waxes and wanes connects us to our intuition and our wisdom. It may reveal conscious and unconscious parts of our own innermost self as we let the moon guide us. I love what Demetra George shares when she says, "The story that the moon tells is of birth, growth, fullness, decay, disappearance, rebirth, and growth again." So let's begin now with the new moon. In astronomy, the new moon is the first phase of the lunar cycle. The night sky is at its darkest, and only a faint outline of the moon can be seen. This is a real invitation for us to be with the dark, to turn towards it, and to deeply rest. Many times there's a fear of the darkness and more of a celebration of the light. But to be integrated in our psyches and integrated in our bodies and our minds and our hearts, we must also learn to embrace the dark. All things actually begin in darkness, like the deep, fertile soil or the darkness of the mother's womb. So we can allow this time of the new moon to be a time of deep rest and reflection, to cultivate our dreams and to really listen to our deepest inner knowing. The new moon is a magical time to clear space and to spark new beginning. Right? During this time, the moon is empty and receptive and full of potential. It's a time of emergence and the most potent day of the whole cycle to set meaningful intentions. This is the time to plant seeds for what you wish to manifest in your life. For any of you who are actually tuning in live, our next new moon will be this upcoming Thursday in the sign of Scorpio. So our meditation now will be a deep attunement, a deep listening to the inner longing and knowing of the heart. From that place, we will create our intentions. If any questions come up for you during this session, during this practice, please ask them in the chat, and then I'll have an opportunity afterwards to answer. So let's prepare our seat. You want to come into a comfortable seat, and if it's not possible to sit on the floor like I'm doing cross-legged, you're welcome to sit in a chair. You want to keep your spine upright. And if you need to lie down for this meditation, that's possible too. What's most important is that you are at ease in your body, comfortable and alert. So once you get settled in, before you close your eyes, I want to share with you take our hands palms up and bring your middle finger and your ring finger and your pinky finger, weave them together. And then bring your index fingers to touch and your thumbs to touch. And we let the hands rest like this into the lap. This is a mudra or a sacred hand gesture or seal of energy that is all about this dark, fertile ground. It's about receptivity and the perfect gesture for us to hold as we attune to the new moon energy. Please close your eyes to the degree of your own comfort. And take a few moments to really settle inside. And soften your belly. Rest into the flow of your breath. And start to scan internally, scan your body. Notice any places that you might be holding tension. Is there any adjustment that you can make to your seat, to your posture, to feel a little bit more at ease? And as you rest into the flow of your breath, let your breath move towards any places of tension and just create a little bit more softening, a little bit more ease inside. To balance the mind and to create deeper inner attunement so that we can be fully open to receive guidance in this meditation, we'll begin with a breathing practice called samavritti. Sama means same, and vritti is a fluctuation. So samavritti means same or even fluctuation. For this breath, we'll inhale and exhale for the same count. I'm going to suggest a count of about 4. But if this count doesn't work for you, please adjust it to a count that feels better. And so start by inhaling slowly for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause at the top and gently exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause and inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause and exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue in your own rhythm with an even flow, an even count on the inhale and the exhalation. And as we create a balance in the breath, it just helps to soften the tensions of the mind, helps us to build our sensitivity, to really attune, and to have a deeper, more meaningful meditation. A couple more moments of this even breath in and out through your nose with this gentle, balanced count. And slowly you can release the counting of your breath. Rest into the natural flow. Soften your belly. Soften any places that you might be holding unnecessarily. As you rest into the natural flow of your breath with more ease, a little more quietude inside. And start to imagine yourself walking outside under the dark night sky. It's dark, but you are safe, you are warm, you are at ease. You walk under the dark sky until you find a comfortable place to sit. perhaps leaning against a great tree or near the crashing waves of the ocean. It's dark, it's quiet, but you feel safe and nurtured and nourished by this darkness. And you look to the sky above and see just the faintest outline, the ghost of an outline of the moon above you. As you gaze upon the dark night sky, you open yourself to receive divine guidance. Gazing to the sky, repeat these words internally. I am receptive. I am guided. I am open. I am receptive. I am guided. Continue to repeat these phrases internally, slowly. Really feel the meaning, the truth of each word as you repeat it. As other thoughts arise, as they always do, as feelings arise, allow them to dissolve and be absorbed by this nurturing, dark embrace of the dark sky, and return the flow of your awareness to these phrases, to these words internally. I am open. I am receptive. I am guided. And keep allowing this inner affirmation and the flow of your breath to create deep, deep attunement. Attunement to the guidance, attunement to the energy of the new moon, attunement to the nourishment of the dark sky. I am open. I am receptive. I am guided. Notice how every breath dissolves the resistance, dissolves the tension, allowing you to become even more open, even more receptive, more available to feel and hear the guidance offered. Soften through your belly and feel yourself becoming more and more attuned to the energy of the moon in the dark night sky. I am open. I am receptive. I am guided. And allow the words to slowly dissolve and dissipate. And now begin to slowly step your awareness, one breath at a time, down until you land in the very center of your heart. Without a rush, breath by breath, stepping your awareness down to the very center of your own heart. And begin to breathe in and out from your own heart center. Notice how it feels as the breath draws in particles of energy, energies of grace that flow in and out, that soften whatever tensions or tightness, numbness, or anxiety that you may feel in the heart. With every breath, in and out through the heart, feel these particles of grace soften your heart center. Listen inside. Continue to breathe with ease. Feel more deeply. Allow your attention, your awareness to explore the energy of your heart. How does your heart feel now? Without any judgment, without any expectation. Keep feeling into the heart space. Every intention, every wish or dream or goal begins with a deep feeling in the heart, with an impulse, with an urge. Allow yourself to feel into the longing, into the wishes, into the desires of your heart. And don't judge anything that arises. And don't limit yourself. Keep feeling the inner pull, the impulse, the desire of your own heart. Keep breathing in and out from this center as you open yourself to the true feeling of the heart, the true longing. And remember that what you long for longs for you. What you yearn for yearns for you too. Stay with the feeling as you breathe in and out from your heart. from this innermost feeling, from the desire of your heart. You keep focusing on the feeling, and from that place, begin to give it words. From this place, we begin to create an intention. As you feel into the longing and the yearning of your heart, you put words to it. What is it that you intend? What is it that you long for or wish to do, to be, to have, to know, or to create? And once you feel clear, create a short phrase. My powerful new moon intention is. My powerful new moon intention is. And repeat it internally again and again until it resonates and vibrates in every cell of your being, so that you feel with the whole of your being the power of this intention. Repeat your intention 3 more times internally. We are planting seeds, these seeds of intent, into the fertile darkness that we will nurture throughout the upcoming cycle. So trust that the seeds have been planted and that you can return to this safe, nourishing space again and again whenever you wish. But for now, slowly become aware. Begin to rub the palms of your hands together to generate some heat. And then cup your eyes with the palms of your hands. And slowly start to open up your eyes into the darkness of your hands. And very gently begin to release your hands down and look at the space that you're in and look for a thing of beauty. So maybe there's a plant or a picture or a pet, right? Or a color that catches your eye. Look for a thing of beauty. Noticing beauty expands the heart energy of joy. And it's from that feeling that we really can create meaningful intentions. And then slowly start to bring your awareness back to our shared space together. So the heart is a very sacred hub, and at its essence, it pulsates with unbounded consciousness and joy. When we bring our awareness to the energy of the heart and we listen inside, we get in deeper touch with our true hopes and our desires. This is the most powerful place to begin when setting an intention. Our intentions need to have deep feeling and to really resonate with the core essence of our being. When we create an intention and then synthesize it into these short, powerful phrases that you can repeat again and again, it serves as an anchor throughout the new cycle. So take a few moments, please, to reflect on this experience. What was it like for you? And would anybody be willing to share their new moon intention? You're welcome to add it to the chat. And also, if any questions came up for you during this experience, during this practice, please feel free to ask those in the chat now as well. Oh, here's a question. So, can you explain more about the moon being a mirror of consciousness? Ooh, this is such a good question. And it's actually a really big teaching, but think of the moon. The moon has all these different phases, and sometimes it's bright in the sky. And that is like the power of our awareness when we are in full knowing and recognition and full understanding, fully awake to something, to a situation, to a truth, whatever it is. And then there are times when the moon, like the new moon, it's very dark and there's just like a sliver of light, if any at all. So there are times when there's a lot in our awareness that we don't know about. It's unconscious and it lives in the subconscious. And so Carl Jung calls this the shadow. And the idea is that we want to actually integrate and start to bring the unknown parts of ourself into our awareness. Just like we want to learn and work with all the different phases of the moon, we want to work with our awake parts and our parts that are not so awake to have more integration. What is the most accurate way to tell what phase the moon is in? Should I just Google? Yeah, absolutely. Google can be super helpful. There are a lot of different calendars that you can find, that you can buy, and different Google and find out where the moon is, what stage it's in, and it works really well. When is the ideal time to do this meditation? It's morning time here in India. Should I wait until dark? Well, you can really do this meditation anytime that you want to create a new intention. But the best time to do this meditation is going to be within 2-ish days of the new moon. So right before, right during, or right after the new moon day. That about 2 to 3 day window of time that it's going to be extra potent. And as far as the time of day, yes, meditating in the dark, in the night sky, is a wonderful way to attune to the moon. But since we're doing this through our visualization internally, there's no specific time. You can do this meditation whenever it works best for your schedule. Another question says, I feel very relaxed. Thank you. You're welcome. How can I quickly bring myself to this feeling? Is there a mantra to try? Well, I think for right now, the best way is 2 things. Through the breath, really practicing this slow, steady breath in and out with a balanced, even kind of rhythm. And for a mantra, I would use the affirmation or the phrase that we used tonight. I am open and I am receptive and I am guided. And keep coming back to that. And in this series, we'll learn some other affirmations and some other mantras as well. As a new meditator, is it okay to do this practice, or is it too advanced for beginners? Oh, this is all levels. It's good for anybody and everybody to get synced up with the lunar rhythms and to like really feel into the energy of your heart and create an intention. So anybody can do this. It's not too advanced. All right. I am seeing another question come in, but in the meantime, I want to give you a little bit of homework if you're willing to take it. So to take this practice kind of off of the meditation mat and into your life, I would recommend writing out your intention. Make it visible, put it in a sacred place in your home. It can be a small place, just clear a little spot on a shelf, put your intention out, maybe add some fresh, beautiful flowers or a sacred object, and keep coming to this as a reminder again and again. It also might be the perfect place to do your meditation this week and throughout the whole cycle, actually. And one other thing this week to try is to get outside, look at the night sky, practice moon gazing, start to track where the moon is, what phase is it in, and just look out at the sky. If you can't get outside for any reason, look through a window, but start to notice the moon. All right, so I think this is going to be a great practice for you to take with you and to start to sync up with the lunar cycles. And I hope that was helpful for you. I want to thank you so much for sharing this sacred time together. And please continue to explore and deepen your meditation practice with us. Check out our daily live meditations at round.glass or on our app. And I hope to see you next week when we will learn more about the next phase of the moon, the waxing crescent. So thank you so much and happy moon gazing.